stop the criminal in his tracks with this magical incantation. Stop, don't rob me here, this is my no-no sphere.
Stop, don't rob me here, this is my no-no sphere. Stop, don't rob me here, this is my no-no sphere.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
Feel, don't think. Fear is my ally.
The Force will be with you.
We are encouraged to love. Be mindful of your thoughts.
I will not betray the Republic.
Hey, Your Worship, I'm only trying to help.
Scruffy-looking nerf herder.
I'm not afraid.
You must unlearn what you have learned.
So, everybody, big news coming out of Hollywood. Deadline, Variety, Hollywood Reporter. I've got the articles going to Cameron and other people to put out to the insiders so we can get to the bottom of this. These two guys are in the process of, yes, as was reported by Cameron, of developing what looks like a trilogy. I think Cameron has put that out there. Now, we've known that something like this is in the works, but it's now hit the mainstream media, and we got to talk about it. Variety, of course, put a picture of Daisy Ridley on the cover. Don't vomit. And the Hollywood Reporter put a picture of Daisy Ridley fighting Dog-Faced Boy. Sorry, Kojak. On the wreckage of the Death Star. Okay, and then added Kathleen Kennedy was going to be producing, be the main producer of it. Now, again, I don't know who needs to hear this, but before you start shitting yourself, constant whatevers, I want you to understand. Her name being a producer doesn't mean anything, okay? It means nothing. She gets that just by the rules of the Producers Guild, which, what the fuck do a bunch of rich people need a guild for? I don't know. Anyway, so we don't know what this is going to be about. Deadline puked out there that, it's going to be a continuation Skywalker saga. There is no Skywalker saga anymore. It stopped being Skywalker saga when Rey found out she's the Emperor's clone's daughter, which makes her Palpatine. So, no. But the Hollywood Reporter said it's going to be a completely different trilogy. Now, we know Mando and Grogu is coming out, but we also know that Heir to the Empire is also coming out. And I'm thinking Heir to the Empire might be episode, we'll say 7, a replacement for episode 7. Okay, because that's the Timothy Zahn trilogy. But again, it might be Revan. It might be something about Darth Bane. It might be Dawn of the Jedi. We don't know. I think that the stuff that THR gets is a little bit more valid than Deadline. Deadline is just, Deadline reports something, I'll tell somebody that. And if THR comes out and backs up, then I'm like, then it's real. That's the way you gotta look at it. So, I don't know what this means, but it looks like the future of Star Wars is being set up. And again, Kennedy's name being mentioned as a producer is fucking meaningless, okay? It doesn't mean anything. This says the guy that's making it is Simon Kinberg, who is one of the creators of the X-Men movies. I don't know. I have never watched the X-Men. Don't yell at me. Don't at me, bro. So I don't know what to think about that. Maybe somebody's a Marvel fan could enlighten me a little bit. But if THR is right, they're either rehashing the sequels, or they're going to just use one movie to denounce the sequels, or it's going to be a whole trilogy, or it's a trilogy set in a different area of the galaxy. I don't know. But because with Mando and Grogu still filming, with the promise of a Rogue Squadron movie maybe coming, and Heir to the Empire developing, I'm very kind of pumped about this. This could be a lot of fun. The fact that Simon Kinberg is mentioned and James Mangold is not, kind of tells me this is not Dawn of the Jedi. So it could be anything from maybe a bounty hunter trilogy, maybe a different trilogy set in a different era, maybe an underworld trilogy. I don't know. They attempted that with Solo, and it failed because Alden Ehrenreich sucks. The movie sucked, and Ron Howard couldn't save it. Think about that. So this is what you've got going. I don't think it means anything that Kennedy's mentioned, but again, I haven't heard anything from Cameron about this. I just sent him the articles, and we gotta wait. Okay, and look, guys, it's not gonna be 10 through 12. That's gay. Okay, that's just no. There's no money in that. There's no reason to continue that story. And it's probably going to be a different era trilogy or a different timeline trilogy, which, we know that John's been deep faking Han, Luke, and Leia. He's also in the works talking to actors to come in and do those parts. So I don't know. This is from Culture Crave. I don't look, again, at Deadline as being the be-all, end-all of this. I think there are people out there, namely the blue-pilled Melly Damons and her cucked husband, who want the race story to continue because women. But if you look at what happened Tuesday night, Disney would be stupid to keep doing that. Okay, don't double down on woke. So I don't know. But again, we don't know what the inside people are saying. And also, again, Kennedy's name being attached to this, it could be part of her departure agreement. Okay, look, Michelle Redjwan, when she left Lucasfilm, has production agreements. Her name will be on different productions as, Disney goes forward. Okay, so what does this mean, though? And let's look at what it means from the standpoint of the culture. How does what happened on Tuesday night affect the Star Wars universe going forward? Because, look, when David Zaslav says this is going to change things, and he did, if he's saying that out loud, Bob Iger's saying that privately. So let's talk more.
This is Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. I regret to report that both our Jedi Order and the Republic have fallen. With the dark shadow of the Empire rising to take their place. This message is a warning and a reminder for any surviving Jedi. Trust in the Force. Do not return to the temple. That time has passed. And our future is uncertain. We will each be challenged. Our trust, our faith, our friendships. But we must persevere. And in time, a new hope will emerge. May the Force be with you, always.
Back. Warn him that if he doesn't leave immediately, you'll be forced to turn on the Acolyte. While this is effective, be warned that it is banned in over 97 countries for being a cruel and inhumane way to treat other human beings. Let us know how these techniques worked for you. The power of one, the power of two, the power of many good.
So, what does it mean for the future of Lucasfilm and the Wokistanians? Well, I can safely say that all the wokesters are hiding right now. Pablo Hidalgo barely uses his public account on Blue Skies, from what I've been told, and he left here, at least publicly. I'm sure he's crying himself a river in his private account on X, but I mean, who knows? Kennedy, not said a word. She was kind of featured, at least as one of the producers of her documentary with her husband about John Williams. There's a feeling that she might be getting her, try to get her name back with a way of doing documentaries about legends. One about George Lucas, one about Steven Spielberg, Clint Eastwood, name it. Being like the keeper of Hollywood's history, whatever. I mean, trust me, she won't be doing a documentary about John Ford, John Wayne, William Holden, or Gregory Peck, or Alfred Hitchcock, or Lillian Gish, or dare I say, Lucille Ball. So there's that. If this trilogy does not take place after the Skywalker saga, and I don't think it will, I'm hoping it doesn't. It doesn't look like it is. I think that we are going to be looking at something that's going to be vastly different from the sequels. Because, look, John told Bob Iger in the Suits, they don't sell merchandise, they don't sell toys. That's straight out of George's mouth. Okay, where do you think he made his billions? Okay, that's the point. All right, and I'm sorry to you Daisy Ridley fans, no one wants a Rey toy. Okay, if she had played Jaina Solo, they would have done it right. We'd all have t-shirts. Okay, but she didn't. She played a Palpatine character and basically was part of something that degraded the male heroes of the original trilogy. No mention of the reason why Star Wars exists, Anakin Skywalker, except for Darth Vader, because he was never Anakin. What the fuck? So I don't think it's a sequel trilogy. I think they're moving ahead going in a vastly different direction. So, but again, we've got to wait for Sparrow and others to chime in. Okay, so if Sparrow does, I will upload another video. If he does not, I'm going to probably go, if he does and I can't upload, I'll go live. So we just gotta wait to see what this means. But I want to tell you in advance before WDW Pro, Valiant Renegade, Doomcock, and the rest of the grifters get a hold of it. You guys know damn well Kennedy's name being a producer is meaningless. That doesn't mean she has any creative control. This is Steph signing out. I'll see you around the galaxy.